Welcome back to my Vision News. Another video for you, some new stories. First one is from Addis Ababa, where PM Abiy of Ethiopia today inaugurated another project. He is fond of mega projects, PM Abiy. For him, progress means mega project. Secondly, Washington Post today published an article uncovering a massacre of Tigray soldiers. Soldiers from Tigray who were members of Ethiopian National Defense Force. So the massacre was committed around a year ago, but it was not reported by any news source. This is the first time that an international news outlet has shared details of what happened in November 2021. Who were the killed? Where were they killed? Were they from Tigray? And thirdly, viewers, those Eritrean activists who were denying the presence of Eritrean military in Tigray are now sharing videos, pictures, claiming that Eritrean military is withdrawing from Tigray. We have one clip for you. Firstly, viewers, Ethiopian PM Abiy, we know, is fond of inaugurating mega projects. For him, progress means mega projects, mega modern projects are being built in Ethiopia since PM Abiy came to power. We have seen that Unity Park, a museum, a new palace, and new office, new headquarters of Ethiopian National Defense Force, new Prosperity Party headquarters. Several other projects have been inaugurated in recent months by the government, by PM Abiy. And he openly says that these projects symbolize progress. Though, if you've been watching my videos regularly, you know that I have been opposing it. For a country like Ethiopia, progress means delivery of food to all who are dying of hunger. Progress for Ethiopia means supply of safe drinking water, supply of electricity. Basic necessities of the people should be met first. Yes, you can build mega projects if you have surplus money. But you are inaugurating parks, museums in Addis Ababa where elite class is having fun. What about those living in Afar, in Somali region, where people are dying of hunger? He inaugurated car parking project today adjacent to Unity Park. The car parking project is not just for car parking. It has an amphitheater, restaurants, shops, entertainment venues, and this project can accommodate more than 1,000 cars at one time. Addis Ababa mayor was there to top PP leadership, including Demak Mekonnen, was there to inaugurate this project in Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. Secondly, there is a shocking revelation by Washington Post today. Catherine Horreld has shared details of a massacre of Tigray-speaking Ethiopian National Defense Force members who were massacred by Ethiopian prison guards a year ago. The incident happened in November 2021. It was the 21st of November when the killings happened at Mirab Abaya prison. Mirab Abaya prison is in SNNPR. It is in Gamo Gofa zone of SNNPR. There were more than 2,000 Tigray, I think Tigrania speaking ENDF members were there as prisoners. We know that when the war started in November 2020, Tigray fighters attacked Northern Command ENDF bases in Tigray. And Tigrania speaking ENDF members were detained by Ethiopian federal government. They were put in prisons. Some died there, some still in prisons. And the massacre happened at a prison where those Tigrinya speaking ENDF members were detained. On the 21st of November 2021, around a year ago, this incident happened when 18 prison guards at Mirab Abaya prison opened fire indiscriminately at the inmates. The inmates were Tigrinya speaking Ethiopian National Defense Force members who were not combatants. They were not fighting on front lines. They were not TDF POWs. They were members of Ethiopian National Defense Force. Most of them were members of Dejan Army Division. And prison guards were reportedly from the same division, Dejan Army Division. In that indiscriminate firing at the prison, 83 were killed. 12 went missing. 6 managed to survive. Injured were taken to nearby hospitals. Washington Post journalist interviewed survivors, interviewed officials, interviewed some healthcare officials, and after that this report was compiled. And the writer claims that the same incident, a similar incident happened at other prisons too in November. In November last year, we know that Tigray forces were advancing towards Addis Ababa. They were in Amhara and Afar regions, and they were threatening to reach Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. Then came combat drones from Turkey, TB2s, and from UAE, Winglongs. Battlefield balance shifted in favor of Ethiopian National Defense Force. TDF started suffering military losses. It decided to withdraw. So while TDF was still advancing towards Addis Ababa, this incident happened at Mirab Abaya prison and some other prisons too, like in Jigjaga, in Garbasa, a training center, and prison close to Hawassa. At 6 other locations, similar incidents happened. But at Mirab Abaya, most casualties happened, that 83 died. So far, we have not seen any investigation by Ethiopian Human Rights Commission or any other international human rights body about this incident. Why? Because it was hidden. No one knew about it. This is the first time that we are hearing what happened a year ago at this prison. There might have been other similar incidents too, in which innocent Tigrinya speaking ENDF members were killed. Why? Just because they were Tigrayans. Major Malice Ballet was one of the killed at this prison. Of 83, he was one of the killed. He was serving at Engineering Defense College of Ethiopia. He was one of the victims. Washington Post says that it conducted extensive interviews. It got in touch with the relevant people on the ground, survivors too. So it obviously has the responsibility. It says that it claims responsibility for the authenticity of this report. No response from the government. The journalist contacted Ethiopian National Defense Force, Ethiopian federal government, but they did not respond. Government, ENDF did not respond. At a crucial time when the peace deal is being implemented, this story will have its repercussions. Already, TPLF is facing pressure from Tigrayans in Tigray, especially from Tigrayan diaspora. This story will lead to further pressure upon TPLF, upon Ethiopian federal government as well, which has not adopted any mechanism for accountability. Yes, human rights abuses have been committed in Tigray, in Amhara, in Afar regions. All have suffered. Tigrayans too, Amharas, Afars too, mainly Tigrayans, but no accountability so far. Last reviews, those Eritrean activists who were denying the presence of Eritrean military in Tigray are now sharing pictures, videos, claiming that Eritrean military is withdrawing from Tigray. A few days ago, a few weeks ago, they were claiming that Tigray had launched a false propaganda. There was no EDF in Tigray and that all operations were being conducted by ENDF. Maybe there was dam hit in Tigray. Then we saw Abiy Said bragging in Aksum, at Aksum obelisks about the sacrifices of sacrifices of Eritrean soldiers. Obviously, if Eritrean military is in Aksum, that is why Abiy Said managed to record a video at Aksum obelisks. And now the activists are sharing some videos claiming to show the departure of Eritrean military from Tigray. The video does show Eritrean military convoy, but is it a new and old video? It's not clear. This video is being shared by the Eritrean activists. Watch the video. Thanks for watching.